All right, let's get right into it because there is a massive shift happening in marketing right now. And honestly, most people are completely ignoring it. All the old rules, the old tricks, they're not just getting weaker. They are becoming totally, completely obsolete. We're talking about a fundamental change in how everything works.
And this quote, man, it just nails it. This really gets to the heart of the problem. Think about it. If your strategy for 2026 is still relying on the same tactics that worked back in 2020, you're already way behind. It is time for an entirely new playbook, because the game has changed, the algorithms have changed, and yeah, your audience has definitely changed.
So this is the crucial shift we're talking about. We're officially leaving behind what I'm calling the slot machine era. You know what I mean, right? It's where marketing felt like you were just pulling a lever on a slot machine, spamming some keywords, using a few simple editing hacks, and just cranking out a ton of content, hoping something hits. Well, the new playbook, it's way smarter. It's built on 3 pillars: genuine humanity, intelligent data, and solid repeatable processes.
So let's break down that first pillar. AI becomes your employee. And look, this isn't about using AI as some glorified tool for writing captions. No, this is about completely reframing how you think about it. It's about turning AI into an autonomous, high-level partner that actually does the work for you.
Okay, the key term you really need to get familiar with is agentic AI. And this isn't just some small upgrade, it's the next full-on evolution. We're moving way beyond simple chatbots that just answer a question you ask. Agentic AI is different. It understands a high-level goal, it creates its own plan to get there, and then it executes all the steps by itself. You don't have to hold its hand through every single one.
So how does this actually work? Well, take the coworker model, for example. Just imagine giving it one simple high-level goal, like, hey, post to my community. That's it. From there, the AI goes to work. It creates its own plan, it breaks it down into all these little subtasks: logging in, drafting the post, finding the right image, publishing it, and it does all of this completely on its own, while you just sit back and watch. It can even access your local files and grind away on tasks that take hours.
And that brings us right back to this key mindset shift. Stop using AI like a slot machine. The old way was, typing in a short prompt, pulling that lever, and just hoping for a decent result. The new standard is building what are basically digital employees. You give them huge context windows, super detailed instructions, and you turn them into genuine specialists for your business.
All right, on to our second pillar. And this might sound a little counterintuitive, but as AI gets more and more powerful, your greatest defense, your competitive moat, isn't more tech. It becomes the one thing AI can't truly replicate: genuine human connection, your personality.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The data backs this up in a huge way. Just look at LinkedIn. Content from a founder's personal profile doesn't just do a little bit better, it outperforms the company's brand page by a factor of 10. I mean 10 times the engagement, just because there's a real person behind the message.
And it really boils down to this simple truth. Nobody wants to follow your logo. They want to follow you. People connect with people. They want to hear your stories, your insights, your unique personality. And in a world that's about to be flooded with automated, faceless content, being a real human, well, that's your ultimate advantage. A logo can't share a vulnerable story, right? It can't talk about a personal win.
So the big question is, how do you actually build this defense against all that AI content slop? Well, it starts with founder-led content. It means sharing your personal stories, your vulnerabilities, the stuff that's packed with unique context and real emotion. It also means prioritizing direct human interaction, actually answering your own DMs to build real relationships. And finally, you can incentivize your whole team to build their own personal brands, creating this amazing, multifaceted human presence that AI just can't fake.
All right, that brings us to our third and final pillar: validation before creation. And listen, this one is a crucial mindset shift that will save you an absolutely incredible amount of time, money, and let's be honest, heartache. It's all about one simple idea: making sure people actually want what you're building before you go and build it.
And this comparison is so important. On one hand, you have a wait list. And yeah, a wait list feels good, right? It's a nice little ego boost. But honestly, it's often just a vanity metric. It doesn't prove any real commitment. But a small financial commitment, even just a $5 deposit, that's not vanity. That is sanity. That is a real, undeniable signal from the market that you have something people are actually willing to open their wallets for. But okay, I can hear you asking, what if I'm just starting out? I don't have any case studies. No problem. You just have to sell the process, not just some vague promise. First up, you sell crystal clear outcomes.
So instead of saying, I'll grow your social media, you say, you will get 12 vetted short-form videos and 20 static posts every single month. That's called deliverable stacking. Next, you explain your mechanism, the how. You show them the unique process you use to get those results. And finally, you offer smart guarantees that completely reverse the risk for the client. That puts all the pressure on your system to perform, not on the client to just hope for the best.
So as we wrap this up, this is the one question I want to leave you with. I want you to take a really hard look at your methods, your tools, and your overall mindset. Are you still playing by the old rules? Are you still fighting a war that ended yesterday? Or are you building a modern strategy, one that leverages AI as a true partner, one that puts humanity right at the core, and one that validates every single step of the way? Because the future, it really does belong to those who adapt.